Hello traders, good evening. So today is what's today's date? Today is 16th of March, which is Monday, and we are currently at 6 minutes to 11. So we can see right here that we have gold chart. All right. So let us check what price is currently doing. But before we move to what price is actually doing currently, I need to actually explain few things. Okay. So I'm going to let us see the overall trend. Okay, let us see the overall trend. So this is 1 hour, mind you, this is 1 hour, and we can see clearly that price is actually moving to the upside. Okay, from this level right there. So price is actually moving towards the upside. So which means that there is always two opportunities to look out for in the market. We can either buy or sell. But due to the trading strategy that I trade, which is the market mechanics, or you still call it supply and demand. So we need to actually understand what price is actually doing. Okay, we are not just jumping into trade. So right now you can see that when price actually moved aggressively to the downside, price started moving upward. Okay, so when price got to this level here, okay, when price got to this level here, and at some point it comes back all the way up here, and it eventually break a structure. Please just follow me with this time frame. All right, so this is a break of structure to the upside, and every time there is a break of structure to the upside, there is a demand zone below that break of structure. So how do we know our demand zone? I have already marked it already. Okay, as you can see on the screen right. So this is the center point at which price started. Okay, let me just explain this very well. This is at the point at which price started to move. Oh, sorry about that. This is the point at which price started moving to the downside, and whereby buyers gain power over sellers. Okay, so that is why we have our demand zone around there. So demand zone simply means where buyers started to they enter the market. Okay, so this is our demand zone. And as well, we also have an external demand zone, which is this zone around here, because when price actually came all the way up here. So what price did is that it retested this zone. So it means that there is a demand zone around this place. So if I simply move this right there, this is a demand zone, because price actually came all the way up here, reverse, and move up aggressively. So that is a demand zone. So right now, let us see what price is doing, because before we know which direction to trade, we need to understand what price is doing right now. So I said there is a demand zone around it. So let us move to where what price is actually doing right now. So now, what is this price interpreting to us? What is it interpreting? Okay, so don't mind all this drawing. Okay, it's something that I have worked with previously, but I think that I'm going to clear some of this so that you can understand what price is actually doing right now. Okay, so when I started recording this video, I said price is actually moving to the upside, which means price is buying to the upside. But what can we observe here? Okay, so what we can observe here now is that this break of structure is no more valid. Number one, now, because the reason why this break of structure is no more valid is because price has already moved past this zone. So this zone is no more valid. So where is the next demand zone? That is the question. Where is the next demand zone? So we can see that this is the next demand zone. After this zone is this is the last demand zone, all the way below here. Okay, so we still have few demand zone that we are looking out for. So if you are going to work with this demand zone, you can't just enter blindly, right? So what price is actually showing me right now is that we can see series of break of structure to the downside. Okay, so this is something that you need to. So this is simply like I'm following the money. Okay, I'm following the money that is moving in the market. Okay, like I'm tracking how money is moving. So you can see that this is a bearish break of structure or selling break of structure, because I don't want to make this this video to be complicated for you. So this is a break of structure because price is actually creating um lower low low oh sorry lower highs, lower low, lower highs. Okay, so um, then you can see that price has actually came after price creates a lower high right here, then price creates another lower low right here. Okay, so what are we looking for price to do right now, because this is the last break of structure to the downside. So okay, just hold on. Since we have last break of structure to the downside, okay, so and price is almost getting to our next demand zone, so there I think that there is high tendency that price will actually reverse to this let me call it supply zone. Okay, price may not, okay, I will not say price will not, so price may not actually come all the way up here again. Okay, price may not come all the way up here, so we may not look out to, because price is almost at the demand zone. But let us work with probabilities. So if price will want to do its thing, price might actually come all the way up here and resell to the downside and retest this demand zone. Okay, so but if we are going to wait more patiently, we are going to wait for what price will do at this demand zone. All right, so until price reach this demand zone, then we'll know what to look out for. Okay, and the thing is that when price is actually approaching demand zone, then what are we going to be doing? We are going to be looking to buy if there is a shift in structure. Okay, if there is a market shift in structure, so that is what we are going to be looking out for. Okay, so let us hold on to see what price is going to do tomorrow, and after that I'm going to resume this recording and we'll see what's next. So I'll see you very soon. Yeah, you're welcome, traders. So this is continuation of what I was explaining yesterday evening. So you can see clearly now that, let me see, I can see clearly now that price is still consolidating around this zone, right? Price is still consolidating around this zone, but nevertheless, this is 1 hour. So if price doesn't come to this supply zone, then let us say we don't know yet because price has not actually broke through this ranging phase. All right, price has not broke through this stage. So let me just go down to the 15-minute time frame to see what we have. Okay, so right now we can't really say that price will come all the way up here or price will come all the way down here. But at least let us look out for our, you know, for more conferences. So after this break of structure to the downside, we also have a minor break of structure to the downside. Okay, And usually from my experience, 15 minutes break of structure actually work. Okay, it usually work. So right now, where is our 15 minutes supply zone? um 15 minutes supply zone starts from this zone right here. Okay, so I can simply mark this off. In fact, it is almost the same thing. Okay, it is almost the same thing because 15 minutes supply zone. Yeah. So this is 15 minutes supply zone. So what should we be expecting? Because this is almost 2 o'clock, which will be overlap session, right? So what price can potentially do is that you can see that um, we have liquidity, you know, we have liquidity zones right here. Yes, we have some liquidity zones right here. So let me delete this. Let me delete this. So this is a liquidity zone, and this is another liquidity zone right here, and this is another liquidity zone. So what price can actually do is that price may come all the way up here, clear all this liquidity. Okay, when price clear all this liquidity, price will retest to this zone right here. Then after that, we can potentially look for our sell opportunity. Right. So let us see what price is going to do. Okay, but I want to also look out for, okay, another potential thing that can happen. All right. Yes, yes. Let us look out for this liquidity sweep. So when we have this liquidity sweep, then we can set, we'll wait for our confirmation candle. Let's not forget about that, because if we don't wait for our confirmation candle, price can potentially broke through this 15 minute supply zone. So, but for us to be on the safer side, we want to wait for our confirmation candle. So, before that, if our confirmation candle shows up, then we can potentially look out for our sell opportunity. Then we can ride this trend to the downside. Yeah, let us see how this is going to play out. Okay, so let's see how this is going to play out. I'm going to see you soon. All right. Yeah, welcome back, traders. So, price has moved a little bit. Okay, price has moved a little bit because I was expecting that price will actually. I think price was around this zone exactly. So price was here. So I was expecting price to come to clear all this liquidity above here. Okay. So and so price actually came all the way up here. So what price did is that this is 15 minutes time frame, by the way. So price actually came down here and price retraced all the way here. So what I understood price did is that we have a high here, we have a low, then we have a high here. So it means that we have a supply zone here. Okay, so we have a supply zone here, and price actually came all the way here, clear all the liquidity above this high. Okay, so you can see that liquidity was being swept. Okay, so liquidity was being swept. um okay, so you can see liquidity was being swept by this long wick. So after we have this liquidity, then price actually moved to the downside. So the interpretation of what happened here about this movement is that I later noticed that we have a break of structure to the downside here. Okay, so we have a break of structure. So it means that above here we have a supply zone, which I already explained. So right now, what can we see price doing? So we can see that price has actually created another break of structure to the downside. So we can hopefully look out for a sell opportunity. Okay, you can look for a sell opportunity so far price is maintaining this supply zone. Okay, so now since we have a break of structure, then we should expect another break of structure to the downside, probably. Okay, probably because um what price can potentially do is that price can still clear all this liquidity above here, because we can still say that this is a double top. Okay, this is the same high, it is the same high. So price can potentially clear all this liquidity and come all the way up here. So when price come all the way up here, we might look out for our sell opportunity to the downside, because I still have a strong feeling that price will either break to the upside, because you can see that price is still kind of consolidating around this zone. Okay, but regardless, if we are going to have a shift, if price is going to buy, okay, it's going to happen here. It's going to happen below here, this demand area. This is where it's going to happen, because you can see that we still have a lot of liquidity below this zone. Okay, we still have liquidity below this zone. This is liquidity, because you can see this is a we have a low here, price retrace and create a double low. Okay, so this is a liquidity zone that is sitting right here. So we have a liquidity zone. So that actually interprets to me that we can we can only buy from this zone, okay, after we see more confluences. But for now, let us go down to 15 minutes back. So what we are projecting price, what we are waiting for price to do is price to either come all the way up here. Okay, price should come all the way up here. So if price come all the way up here, you know, um, sorry about that. All right. So we are expecting price to come all the way up here. All right. So if price come all the way up here, then we can look for shorts. All right. So um, or probably what price can also do is that price might not come all the way up here. Price may respect this supply zone, but the probability that it will respect this supply zone is tiny. Okay, so I think that we just have to be more patient. We want to have more patience in the market to see what price is going to do. But my projection is that I want to actually buy this trade. I want to buy this trade. So if price come to this stage and it refuses to go to the downside, then I can expect it to come to this level here. Then after this liquidity has been swept, then we can look for our sell opportunity, because you see this is a liquidity zone as well. Okay, this is a liquidity zone. So we can potentially, if price respect this zone, we can potentially, set our um sell limits. Okay, that is what is being called sell limits. So we can sell to this demand area. So let us see what price is going to do. All right, let us see what it's going to do next. So I'll see you very soon.